Hey, if you want to create sawtooth wave like this, or triangular wave like this, or bidirectional triangular wave like this, then this is the video for you. So how to create this type of waveforms in MATLAB, in Simulink, that is what we are going to learn in this video. So without wasting time, let's get started. So first of all, we'll go to the library. To create sawtooth wave, you can go to this sources. In sources, this is very useful block, repeating sequence. So add this to our untitled folder, and then to observe the waveform, we will use scope. So in sinks, we'll go to scope and we'll add it. So here we have two blocks. The first block is of repeating sequence and the second one is scope. We'll connect these two. When you double click it and open, this repeating sequence block will pop up. This is the block parameter of in first tab you need to enter the time, and in second tab you need to enter the value. Value means the amplitude of your signal. The sawtooth wave looks like this. So to create that waveform, what you need to do, you just need to enter the value of time 0 and 2. 2 represents seconds, and the amplitude, we have kept it as 0 and 5. Right, so peak amplitude will be of 5, and again after that it will keep on repeating the sequence. So it will begin with 0 second and maximum around at 2 seconds. Again from the very next instant it will start from 0. So let's make it okay, run the script, and this is how it's look like. If it does not look appropriate, what you can do, just close this thing, go to simulation, model configuration parameter, and from here you can change the maximum step size and make it to 1e minus 4. Alright, okay, and run it again. Now you can observe the change in waveform. It looks more appropriate. So it has started with 0, maximum amplitude of 5. From that instant it again goes to 0 and linearly increases up to 5. There are two parameters that you can control. The first parameter is starting point and the ending point, and the second parameter is the magnitude at starting point and the magnitude at ending point. So using these two parameters you can create the sawtooth wave. Now we'll close it. Instead of sawtooth wave, if you want to create triangular wave, that too you can create using this repeating signal. So just imagine, how does a triangular wave looks like. Here is the picture. So if you want to create triangular wave like this, then we need to define 3 times: the initial point, the middle peak point, and again the ending point. So we'll open it. We'll provide 3 times over here: 0, then 1, and then 2. At 0 second our amplitude will be 0, at 1 second our amplitude will be 5, and again at 2 second our amplitude will be 0. Let's make it okay. Over here you can observe the pattern of waveform on the block appears like a triangular wave. So run it again, open, and this is the triangular wave. So this is how it can generate the triangular wave. Let's close this thing. Now let's suppose we want to generate some different signals. For example, here we are taking all the values in seconds. So instead of this, let's suppose our frequency is predefined, let's say 50 Hz. So if the frequency is 50 Hz, the full cycle will end in 0.02 seconds, right? So initial it begins with 0 second and the complete cycle ends in 0.02 seconds. In this time frame, I want to create a bidirectional triangular wave which starts with 0, goes to +1, again to 0, -1, and 0, right? So what I need to do, I need to divide this signal. So first thing I'll do is 0.02 divide by 2. So it will create the center point. Again over here 0.0 divide by 4. So it will create the center point of these 2 points. And over here I will add one more point. So I have created all the points for 50 Hz frequency, and now I'll give the values. For example, it is 0, then it goes to 1, again come back to 0, then minus 1, and again come back to 0. So the waveform is ready. Amplitude I have given. Okay, again you can see it appears that the waveform changes its shape, and you can see the change in waveform. Right now we'll horizontally expand it. So it begins with 0. How will identify it? What verify it? We should do it in initial phase. It starts with 0, goes to +1, come back to 0, -1, and again come back to 0. So this sequence will be repeated for the full simulation time. So this is how you can create this type of bidirectional triangular wave too. So there are so many signals that you can generate in MATLAB. So that's all from this video. If you want to learn more about MATLAB, then you can visit my MATLAB playlist and learn so many things about playlist. If you want to ask me anything, you can join me on my Telegram page, or you can join me on my Instagram. So until we meet again in our next video, till the time, bye bye.